Oh, we're already doing better this time. I see people. What is up, Dan? Josh? I don't know what was wrong with the last live feed, guys. I feel like somehow when I took the original thumbnail, it's like a shot straight up my nostrils. So of course you don't, retake the thumbnail, and in the process it probably turned off the stupid comments or something. What is up, Mike? How we doing? Yeah, I don't know how the hell I did that. I kind of figured as much. You guys are usually, you at least have something to say, hello or something. I waited for so long. I started to feel like nobody liked me for a little bit, and I was like feeling sad. Then I was gonna go inside and throw a pity party for myself. I was like, I'm gonna try one more time. Oh, Connor, what's up, man? I'm trying. I got my stump burning over there. This thing burning here. And I'm taking my roller magnet and picking up nails. Picking up nails. I bet there's some even in this here. Oh, that's soft. Oh, I heard something hit it already. Unless I hit glass. Yeah, jeez. That would have probably got the old tire. Dang. Oh, shoot, there's like 4 or 5 of them on the back, small one. Jeez. So much like fragments of metal, like little shavings for some reason. I don't know what the heck they're from. It's like it's snowing out here. I hope the nails are gone. I already have a slow leak in one of my tires as it is. Uh, yeah, I probably wanted the last, well, maybe a couple more, but it won't be too many more live feeds with us here. Will be moved. And then periodically there'll be one here and there as I come here for brush and stuff. And maybe a few at other times, but we've just been getting stuff ready. The beam that I cut for my, this is, see my daughter's circle track. The beam I cut for my shed to lift it didn't work. It's too short, so now I gotta cut another beam, but I do have this cedar log here, and it should be plenty long enough. It's just a bummer. I shaped that one and got it all ready, but this, I'm gonna use this for my mailbox. But the more I look at it, I feel like I cut it too short. Because I would want to bury like that much of it, you would think. But maybe I can just like take and add a board, like screw a board onto here, secure it real good, and then sink that board into the ground. That way it's not so much of this, and then have this thing set up like kind of like this, and either the mailbox goes like off that or that. I kind of left them both because I know really which one it would end up going off of. Maybe I could put it to where it's like on all 3 somehow. I don't know. But it took me forever to shave this thing and get it down to that, because I did it with my machete over there that's stuck into the stump right there with the duct taped handle. You guys ever do things the hard way just because it works? I feel like I do that with a lot of stuff that I could do the easy way, the quick way, but instead I just do it the hard way. You ready to get something to eat? You about ready to get something to eat? Okay. Alright, I'll be down in a minute then. Anybody do anything interesting today? Oh man, I got behind on comments. Son of a gun. People don't want to work, so I said I'll learn. Yeah, definitely. Take your time, learn right. Yep. I hear you, man. Sorry, Sujo. Apparently I didn't see your first comment. When you a price, a piece of rebarb down in the bottom. Yeah. Yeah, I could do that. Like I could drill a hole up into it and then just beat the piece of rebarb up into it and then really sink. Yeah, I may do something like that. I was kind of thinking the piece of wood would be easy. I could just run it next to it and then it would go down. But yeah, rebarb would work really good too. 4-inch live oak with the crane. Dang, Dan. Right on. Look, some black oak today. That black oak can be tough. It's weird because our black oaks, our stuff's not like um, the stuff you like August and them have. Um, ours is good wood, you know, especially firewood and stuff like that. We don't have a whole bunch of them, but ours are usually smaller, um, skinnier, you know, kind of trees. I don't even know if I have any here in the yard. Oh, Nick, what's up, man? Thanks for the super chat. I appreciate it. Yeah, I don't even know if I have any here in the yard. We have we have quite a few different. We have some persimmon trees here. Um, yeah, well, there's a black. No, there's a white oak, but yeah, that's a white oak. We have like, see our different pines, Australian pines, I believe, right there. But then, if you look down here, look at this behemoth of a pine tree that we have. You see that thing there? Right there. It fills up this whole area. It's enormous. I have to walk back and get my stuff, but I'll walk you guys down here to it. Check this out. This thing's crazy. And you can still see, I used to have a zip line. Oh, Francisco's here. What's up, Epic Journey? How you doing, buddy? I hate Virginia pine. You see? Look at that. It's still wrecked from the ice storm we had. Everything else I've trimmed up. But yeah, check out this. I think I'm not a pine expert, but I think this may be a ponderosa pine. Here, for reference. That's huge, man. This thing is it just grows right in the right spot. It is nothing but like ruckus full of squirrel at all time. And they're just non-stop. That's all they do is run and play and run and play in that tree. They're funny. But yeah, that pine that was over here, I used to have a zip line in it for my daughter. And she would climb up that. And then she would take the zip line from here. Oh shoot, sorry guys. She'd take the zip, there's a little platform. Oh, right there. She would take it and it would take her way down the hill there at the bottom, down towards the swamp that's down there. It's just a pond, but it's covered with that green algae at the top of it, so it looks like a swamp. Yeah. I don't really have nothing else for you guys, so I'm just gonna sit here and conversate and read comments, and all that good stuff. Let's see if I can get a spot to sit down. Sure, the wife is ready to go eat. The kid's been bugging me. She wants Chinese food. Yeah, Nick, thanks again for the super chat, though, man. I appreciate it. Augusta, Georgia has some big boys. I used to work weeks and weeks pruning. Ooh, yeah. Pruning's never that fun, especially when you got tons of it to do. There are certain trees that I like trimming and pruning and stuff, like the challenge of having to trim something, especially when you're taking out anything that has to be rigged. That's like out of the norm. So as you're rigging, you're dealing with all the hang-ups. So that's usually tough. In the videos that you guys are watching now, the newest ones, that was the issue with that tree. I mean, we were only contracted to take out, like the top 70, 80 feet. So what I wasn't supposed to, I didn't really want to get into. So, we were hanging up a whole lot and having to deal with the hang ups and like tricks like knowing on that one as I swung it down that it was gonna get hung up in the under the canopy that was under it, the limbs that were under it. But if I took two in one, the weight from the second limb that I cut would be enough to fold and bend the limbs over and get it to rip out. It just came out. Everything worked out good. I'm pretty lucky to have Jake, and he's getting really good. I bought me some rings recently, and my rigging has gone up to. That is awesome, Francisco. Yeah, it's a game changer, man. It really is. It's a game changer. And then learning to use them things and get the max out of your tree. That way you're not stressed because those, when you're not thinking about my rigging point could fail, the clear-headedness, things you can do, and when you're not thinking about that is, changes the game for you. Oh, don't mention it, man. Don't mention it. I would probably mentor tons of people if if I had the time. This allows me to be able to, kind of talk about trees and give away tricks and show things that, I would love to be able to show other climbers and stuff. But this allows me to do it on my time, which I don't have a lot of. But, I have Jake, and the guy he's improving like daily, and I just, he's such a fit guy that I wouldn't doubt it if we don't end up getting him in the trees for too much longer. He's just a hard worker, man. He really is. He's a good kid. I like to see him be able to, learn a new trait and be able to take care of his family and stuff, even if he doesn't work with me. So. I love live oaks. There's some nice ones. Yeah, the live oaks you guys deal with down in Georgia, Texas, or I guess not so much Texas, but like Florida and stuff. Those seem like some really fun trees to do with. That I mean, they're not real tall. They seem real accessible, and they're so incredibly spread out. But see, at the same time, they would be fun to climb and rig. But if you're trying to do crane, it's probably a different, they're probably tricky because of them being so spread out, and there's so much of it that's horizontal instead of vertical. where you're dealing with shift and twist and stuff, where you wouldn't be dealing with that kind of stuff as much if you were dealing with like a conifer or something like a pine that was straight up and down. Yes, yes, Francisco. Jake has really, he's really stepped it up. The kid's got some skill, and he wants to learn, and he's, for those of you that don't know, Jake's out of the army. Um, I don't, I don't really get into that kind of stuff. I feel like guys, if they want to talk about their army past or navy or whatever it is, I really personally, I don't know which one he was from. I just appreciate whatever he did do, whichever one he was in. So, you know, he doesn't talk about it a lot, but you can see it taught him. It, it taught him manners. Like he has manners, which is something very rare, and a work ethic, which is incredibly rare nowadays. Um, I can understand some guys that they want to work, but do they want to work? I know I'm saying the same word there, but making or getting a paycheck and working are two different things. I want to earn that paycheck, and I feel like I earn every penny I've ever gotten in my life, plus some. But I feel like I appreciate everything I have, more than the next guy sometimes because I'm not. I won't take a handout, and I try not to, even when you have like your parents and stuff and your family, and I just try not to ask anybody for favors because I'm that guy that worries like one day I may really, 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 really need it. Even though I really, really need it this time, it may be worse next time, so save it. So that's just kind of me, you know. Jake's that kind of a lot like me. He's kind of a loner. I wish he would maybe get on here and hang, and conversate with you guys. I think it would do him some good to have, some more friends and stuff around him, people to talk to. That we live in a small town that doesn't have much, and it's easy to get in trouble if you don't keep yourself busy. So that goes for anybody in this town. So it's always been that way. But now I'm rambling, guys. I'm gonna get off here. I'm probably boring the hell out of you. Plus, I look at myself right now. It looks like I should tell you a ghost story. But and my stupid. This thing doesn't. Trevor Ahern says his favorite tree is a bonsai because it's easy to cut. Greg, what's up, buddy? Hello, just watching the last one. Comments was I don't know what I did, man. I really don't. Did you guys check out Greg's bollard at the end of that video? Good help is hard to find. I have 2 days. Yeah, yeah. You gotta treat your guys with respect, and take care of them. Because even if you have a good one, you gotta treat them good because God, they're too hard to find. They really are. So yeah, Greg. If you guys didn't see at the very end of the last video, Greg had sent me some pictures of his new bollards he's came up with that are double bollards. That it has the pin which almost like looks like it works with the shape of the tree, so you get a closer hold against it. On top of that, I think the pin's removable, so you can actually work two different bollards if you needed to separate them from tree to tree, or if you were working a really big tree, you could run doubles. That's like that's a game changer right there to be able to run that double or have one ground guy run dual rigging points off of one bollard system, and it's unreal. The guy is very creative. Come up with my tether. Um, there's so many things I have that are from Greg. Greg is, which makes me feel bad. Now I feel like I owe you definitely a few beers. Good God, way more than that though. The more I think about it. Yeah, Dan, that thing was gnarly, dude. It's what's up? We got D's nuts in the house. Yeah, I have I have the next video coming up. But I'm thinking about, I don't know. I'll just keep it to myself. It's not worth talking about right now. But have a great night, all. Enjoyed the chat. Well, right on, Josh. I appreciate you hanging out, man. I really, really do. I'm gonna get out of here too, guys. I'm sure the wife and daughter are ready to eat, and I've held them off as long as I can. So I'm gonna run. Um, just thanks for hanging out. Nick, thanks for the super chat. The rest of you guys, thank you for the great conversation, as always. And thanks for giving me your time hanging out for a little bit. We'll catch you guys here soon. Stay safe.